We were joined by head coach Todd Franklin after the 58-46 win tonight against the visiting Henry Ford College. And it was a low-scoring affair in the first half. Both teams well below their average, Coach, and then things picked up a little bit in the second half. But I know it was closer than you probably expected.
No, I thought they were a good basketball team. I think if you'd have told me that we would have held them to 46 points, I would have thought we would have had a heck of a runaway victory tonight. Defensively, I guess we did a good job. I'd go back and look. They didn't score much. I thought there was a few breakdowns, but I thought, okay, we held a team that's 100 points a game type basketball team down to 46. So there's the positive. I don't know if I go very far after that. I mean, offensively, I don't know that I look like, that was.
Well, in our scoring wrap-up, we had 3 players score tonight.
Yeah, it's pitiful.
Yeah, those 3 scored well, but it was basically those 3.
And I didn't, I'm not sure that those 3 guys had great nights. Sloppy, we're not, little things. We're not catching it right. We're not ripping. We're not cutting, sealing. We're just kind of going through the motions on whatever we run. Energy in the snap isn't there. That's on me. That's bad coaching. I know better, and so I'm going to coach them. That's all I can tell you right now. I'm going to coach them. I'm going to be pretty hands-on on what goes on here, and some guys are going to get coached. I can tell you that because that offensively was, I found it embarrassing. I don't know about anybody else, but I did. I thought it was an embarrassing performance, and we challenged our inside guys to step up. I thought we only had one guy that was, really getting things done up to now inside, and then he didn't. So we didn't have anybody that rose up, and we had the one that was decided. I don't think that was the message I meant to get across. So I'm going to try to see if I can't change the message a little bit here. And it just wasn't good. Now, again, if you tell me we're going to beat Henry Ford by 12 points, they're a good team. I mean, they're a good team. They're athletic. They can really light it up and they get going. You wouldn't know it tonight because, they really struggle to score the ball as well. So give our guys credit on the defensive end. I didn't think we let them get in transition. For the most part, I don't have the stats in front of me, but I think rebounding we were probably pretty good. I think we probably won that battle. But our offense and our snap, our intensity, and then I didn't think we ran down the floor right. We didn't run the lanes right. I mean, we just decided none of that stuff's important. And all of a sudden you get pretty, mucked up. There's also a number of things I've told these guys individually, and I won't get into those, that they've got to improve and change. And yet I look at it and I'm seeing the exact same thing that I've told them was not going to work that didn't work. So, again, I don't know, when you win all the time and everybody tells them they're pretty, human nature gets in. Well, I'm going to have to be the counter to human nature. So I've done that before. So I will do it again.
Callaway had 23. Vassar had 20. 14 of those came in the first half. The other 6 at the free throw line in the second half. And Dayton Williams rounded out the scoring with 15 in the contest.
Yeah, I mean, that should never be the case. I mean, I really don't have anything positive to say about that. I would just be making stuff up and lying. But again, other end of the floor, giving it credit, giving a fair analysis of what's going on. I mean, anybody that holds Henry Ford to 46, I mean, that just doesn't happen to them. I mean, they are known to be an explosive team. They've been an explosive team this year. And they'll be an explosive team going forward. So we've been a good defensive team. And tonight, I think we were a good defensive team. It's a good thing we were, because tonight we were not a good offensive team. We were not a good transition team. We were not a good free throw shooting team. We were not a good finishing team. So it was a good thing that we were a good defensive team. We cleared. I thought we cleared the defensive glass pretty well. So that's how we won the basketball game. And, they simply never could score. We kind of occasionally got some points in the basket, and they really just down the stretch didn't get any,
Right.
So, but if we're going to be a championship team, and, we need to, at this point, look, we just need to become good basketball players. We need to become a good basketball team. I think some of that, and that is our goals, and that's the way that we go about it. But I think at this point we got a number of guys that need to worry about the fundamentals of the game. doing things the way we want it done, doing it sharp, doing it right. Instead of worrying about, we're ranked 1 or we're undefeated or, what's going to happen in March. Well, what's going to happen in March is we won't be playing in Kansas, much less winning any games in Kansas if we're going to be sloppy like that. So, but that's on me. I shouldn't allow that to get to that point, and we'll try to clean it up. And as I told the guys in the locker room, and I mean it, so anybody that's not playing right now, kind of a little bit shame on you. You're letting this guy in front of you who's not playing a little better than that stay in front of you, because I certainly want to put the best guys out there. And, all jobs are open. I mean, that tonight, if you're going to put that out on the floor, all jobs are open. We'll see who's on the floor Saturday. I have no idea. We're going to find out between now and Saturday who gets an opportunity to be the first ones out there. And I'm going to hope they're a whole lot sharper, a whole lot snappier, a whole lot more into the way that we're supposed to play. And we'll keep going that way until we figure it out. But I bet someday we'll figure it out. I can't promise it'll be tomorrow, but I can promise we'll be trying to get it that way tomorrow.